Welcome back. This is part 2 of a video that I did previously entitled Searching for Truth. And in that video I talked to you about a book that I'd written called Obscurity In Your Face, which I have right here. This book is essentially my journey in searching for truth, and I wanted to talk to you again about that because I realized that in the first video I didn't really go into specifics about what this book shares with you. So basically this book is a story written in kind of the form of a journal of my life from the time I was a child until adulthood. And it really looks at my inner thoughts, my raw emotions that I experienced in my life and various things that happened to me throughout my life. I faced a lot of questions. I went through a lot of inner turmoil, and for most of my life, probably all of my life, I know that I've carried this kind of melancholy feeling about who I am and what I'm doing here, like what is this really all about. And I spent a lot of time really doing a lot of that inside reflection of what the heck is really going on here. So this book really talks about that. It's going to be something that women in particular relate to. It's also going to be something that lesbian women relate to, obviously because I'm a lesbian, and for a long time I didn't want to include that, but I realized that, my identity as a lesbian woman is really vital to how I perceived my experiences. So I don't want to downplay that because I think it's, as I said, I think it's a vital part to how I experienced my life. And a big part of my spiritual journey, and I'm sure any woman can relate to this, that a big part of a spiritual journey is coming to terms with recognizing your power as a woman. The search for a divine feminine and embracing that, embracing the goddess energy, balancing the feminine and the masculine, and really coming to a place of understanding what it is to own your power as a woman, authentic power. So this book shares a lot of intimate details about my relationships. It shares a lot of intimate details about my family life, about my own personal thoughts, feelings, fears, insecurities, struggle to be confident in myself, how brutal I was to myself in beating myself up for just who I am and who I thought I was, and just constantly looking, searching for that truth that I thought somehow was evading me, which is in part where the title comes from. Obscurity was my whole life. I was living this life constantly searching for a truth that I started to realize was actually right there in front of me all along. So the truth was staring me in the face of my obscure life that I thought that I needed to get away from or change or somehow transform. So I did transform, and I transformed by opening my heart up and being honest and true about what I really felt and what I really perceived and really thought about. So in a lot of ways this book is well, I guess it's in your face because I'm straightforwardly honest about what I thought about my experiences. So I'm hoping that anyone who is listening to this might feel drawn to read this, not just because it's my book and because I want you to buy it. I want you to feel inspired by this book. And the inspiration I got from living this life is an inspiration that I would like every person in this world to experience. I would hope that the joy and love and realization of how wonderful we are as unique and divine creations of Source I would want every person to experience that. And I know that anyone who reads this book will get something from it. And whether it's a child or a teenager or an adult, male, female, lesbian, straight, whatever the case might be, I think individuals who read this book will learn something from it. As I continue to learn from it, I still read it. I've read it numerous times and I still am amazed. I still learn something every time I read it. So without further delay, I want to give you my email address, soulspace1@hotmail.com. And the reason I'm giving you this address is that if you're interested in this book, you want to learn more about it, if you have questions, you have experiences that you want to share and think that maybe I could share that with you, then awesome. You can email me and we can chat about it. So hoping to hear from you soon. And again, thank you for taking the time to listen to me on this video. And truly, I hope that I'm able to help in some way just by speaking my truth, that somehow you'll connect with your truth. And that's really what all of our journey is about, is about sharing truth, because I think we're all on the same journey, even though it may look different in form or how we experience it. Ultimately, I think we're all in this together and we're all looking for the same truth. So I hope you have a really amazing day, and again, thank you for taking the time to share with me. Have a wonderful day.